what's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminole. Miami Hurricanes.
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned, make sure that you roll up.
So, yeah.
What's up? We live?
Yeah, we live.
Oh, man. It's the roll up. It's the vibes. Another beautiful day in the Sunshine State, and I am kicking it with the illest on No Cap Sunday, man. CJ, Larry Young, what it do?
Everything's straight on my side, man. Back at the crib for a minute, gathering some more supplies before I head back down to Florida. But yeah, everything's cool, man. Coming off that dub. Ugly dub as usual. But you take them how you get them at this state in the game.
You got to take them how you can get them, man. Congrats to Mario Cristobal on his first Miami Power 5 win, man. You boys pulled it out. Yeah,
I'll send that over to him.
Appreciate that, man. Make sure you get that wrapped up. CJ's on the skid, 3-game losing streak, and my defense can't find a post, man. We food out here, man. How y'all boys feeling? Y'all can't repent?
Yeah, man. We're talking in general about the game. We're gonna get into a little bit more, man. It's a 4-minute stretch, dog, where we gave up 17 points. A 4-minute stretch where we gave up 17 points. So we held them to a field goal. And then the following drive, Jordan Travis, he fumbled the football after getting sacked on our side of the field. They scored a touchdown.
Going to half.
That was the second quarter. Yep, going into halftime. Yep, going to halftime. So we was driving to score or whatever prior to halftime. You know, a 2-minute drill prior to halftime. We fumbled the ball. So that's a 10-point swing right there. We go into halftime. They take the kickoff like 70 yards or whatever. Opening kickoff. So following the opening kickoff, they do a little trick play for 30 yards. The first play of that drive for a touchdown. So that's a 17-point swing right there, bro. Within 4 minutes of just minimal mistakes, and that shit flipped the entire game. And I'm pissed off, man, because if you look at the box score, bro, it's like we beat Clemson ass. Like, it's crazy. The numbers are ridiculous. We beat them up and down the field in regard.
Know what that's like?
Nah, this is like different. No, they had the time of possession by 3, 28 first downs to 18, 460 total yards to 370. We ran for over 200, something that nobody ever does to Clemson. I mean, like, this shit was that 17-point swing literally flipped the entire game. And then also we had like a drive to there too where we did get any points. That was detrimental as well. And there was a lot of questionable stuff in regards to a 4th down, a punt that Norvell called on our side. It feels like 4th and 5. They ran the fake punt. I think we kind of reeled a little bit. I think it was a dumb decision. And he did it right after they run that 17-point run. I think it was a dumb decision. He kind of seen the team reeling and kind of just hashed out and made a rash decision right then and there. Logically, you kick the football, but understand why he did it, because he seen that shit spiraling and wanted to get them boys some type of momentum, because those 17 points came fast. Like, it was crazy how it happened. But just punt the ball and play football. But that punt, that going for the 4th down, rather, it really didn't hurt us in the end because they only got 3 points out of that. So, but yeah, and there was a lot of exposing shit on 3rd down too as well in regards to the running backs, and Clemson pretty much ran the same play over and over again, just in different ways, just exposing our man coverage for the linebackers.
Yeah, sound like linebackers
and safeties. Yeah, we just didn't adjust to it. I think Fuller did a bad job of adjusting to what they were doing. It was clear as day. There's pretty much Jordan Shipley, the running back there, have him in the slot, and they'll jet sweep him out, run a quick pass, or directly when the ball is snapped, just a quick pass to the flex because we're in man coverage. We're just getting out leverage to the side or whatever with the linebackers and safety, nickel back, whoever's in that coverage. So quick adjustment. If you go zone in those situations, that shit is an easy fix because you see it coming. You're already setting that position. So it's some stuff that Fuller should have adjusted to within that. And Clemson, they saw the weakness and they exposed it.
Real quick, man, I'm going to get into some takes from the Florida game real quick, but y'all hit that like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. It costs nothing to show love, man. Also, Super Chat is available if y'all have any questions, want to chime in. Y'all scared to join the show. Y'all can ask some questions in the chat, man. But, man, my defense is food, you know. I've been saying that week after week. trying to find some type of solutions in that secondary. My linebacker, Ventrell Miller, always going to play football. The general, he'll warrior, bro. He's going to be sideline to sideline. He ain't going to play perfect, but he's going to come to play football. But we just never gave our offense a chance, man. We scored 35. The score is 35-45. They win by 10 points. We were just going drive for drive. We started the game. AR hits a 76-yard bomb to shorter, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Defense show up. We might blow this shit out. You know, if I see the same LSU offense I've seen all year, they show up to this game, my defense show up post, we're going to get up out of here with a big dub, man. They march down the field easy, like butter, like knife through a butter. Like, just vibe down the field. I looked over at my son, like, it's going to be a long night, Junior. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's one of them nights, man. And they went just drive for drive with us. And we got, you know, our offense is showing progress. Like, people complain, our offense is showing progress, but we're not fit to go score 50 points to win a football game. It's just not where our offense is at.
That should never be like that for Florida, though.
Should never. It's never been like this. Is the worst defense on field. Like, I'm gonna say last year. This year is better than last year. But as a regime, like an era, these last 4 or 5 years, man, just been rough. At least in the previous past, we had a guy like Jonathan Grenard, or you had a guy like
y'all some stud defense.
Polite.
Even though Mac offense was pretty anemic, y'all had some damn good defenses.
Yeah. We had some killers, man. You had defensive backs that you could hang your hat on, like Kyer, Vern, somebody. But right now, there's not a lot we can hang our hat on one particular person on the defense. It's just missing a lot. We getting beat in man press. We getting beat in zone. But it don't matter if you zone or man. For people out there that want to have all these scheme takes, when the barbecue's getting cooked, everybody smell it. The whole league smell barbecue, man. Like, it don't matter if we in man or zone. We barbecue chicken back there. I don't see guys that's trying to, like, just be dogs in the secondary. I see guys that are bailing. They scared to get beat deep. You scared? Say you scared, man. We got to put some killers on the field. We had a lot of recruits in the building, but that's my overall take. There's a point where Billy's on the field coaching there's a lot to be desired, fam. Hell of a recruiter. I'm not terribly mad at the scheme. I don't expect no offensive coordinator or a new defense coordinator, none of that. But the leading up to halftime, you're down by 7. You can't stop a nosebleed. You got 2:31 on the clock. You get the midfield, first down, I think it's like 2 minutes on the clock. You run a play, get 2 yards, and from there, we didn't move the ball. We stopped right there. He called one timeout with 1 second left on the clock. Now, y'all see that LeBron, that LeBron GIF I used? That was me for real, bro. I went and got me some food. Shout out to the box seats, man. I appreciate the box seats, beautiful vibes, but I went and got me some food. I was like, bro, what the hell was Billy calling right there? What was he thinking? They got the ball at the half too. So I'm like, they get the ball at the half. We're down 7. We haven't stopped them once, and you just drained the clock?
Yeah.
Made no sense, man. We'll get some calls on here and hang out in a little bit, man. Press that like button, subscribe. Larry, what's up, man? What you got from your big win in Blacksburg?
We was on PBS, so I'm gonna keep it 1 million with
that was funny as hell because I was in and out of my game and to see y'all boys kind of scrambling.
Bro, we could not find the game, dog. Cause I had
revote. Y'all ain't believe me.
I don't got revote. It ain't with my package, bro. So I had to watch it like on YouTube, man. One of them gangster feeds. So it was a little choppy, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all boys. The big general overall synopsis is kind of, it's the same old song I've been singing this whole season. Incomplete. You jump up on this team that it's not very good. It's just not a good team at all. Virginia Tech. And
no, they got F across the board, man. Shout out to Donovan.
F across the board. They're probably the worst team in the ACC thus far.
Yeah, they should just be stomped out. And we jumped out nice. Found good rhythm with Kobe Young. Looks like he's going to be a potential, ball player, man. He looks like a dog. He's the guy we were talking about to go get it. He's got some speed, length. He'll pluck the ball out the air. So he looks like he has that potential. I don't know if he's going. I doubt he's giving up that position for the rest of the year. Some things are looking positive. And
positive. Okay.
I'm sitting at we up 17-0 most of the game. Most of the game, but I was like, here we go, not punching in on opportunities and go ahead and truly burying this team. So when it came around, late in the game, late third, fourth quarter, I said, all right, now here we go. I went to group chat. I said, buckle in. Now this is where we try to throw the game away. And I be goddamn, that's what they did. You know what I mean? They really, I mean, it's just like, it's like, bro, y'all really afraid of this W, man. And there's nothing to be afraid of, fellas. Just take it. It's yours. Yeah. We had some really terrible defensive drives towards the end of the stretch. We had that boy out there.
They had a chance to tie it at one point, didn't they? Or go up.
Let's see.
They were like Miami. I think I looked on the app. It was 20-14. They were in Miami territory at one point, right?
Towards the end, yeah, right there at the end. Man.
I ain't see, but at that point, game I watched was the FSU game. That's like that.
Yeah, at that point, this was at the end. They would have had to get they wouldn't have been able to tie it. They could have won it. You know what I mean? At that point, because they was driving at the end. We stopped them, got the ball back, and then that's what we end up draining the rest of the clock. But yeah, the defensive series towards the end. I mean, the kid was looking like Vic. They just kept.
James was looking like Vince Young in his prime out there, bro. He couldn't miss.
They had 6 touchdowns.
I'm like, bro, what is he doing? Like, they just kept the offensive line just kept creating creases up the middle, and he just ran straight up the middle, big chunk yards, 10, 20, and just ate us up that way, and end up scoring again. And thank God we was able to get one last stop to put the game away. Like I say, I mean, I kind of echo some of the sentiments that Silk said. I'm not him and Mario and Billy remind me a lot of each other in certain ways, as far as the criticism on game day, decision makers, things like that. But ultimately, I think this team's gonna be okay. I just think we got to flip this roster. I think like I said, I'm looking for a few killers, man. I'm looking for
some killers,
somebody to be mad. The only guy that's mad ever never gets to play. Gilbert Fryson's the only one mad. Just a change of energy, I think, and identity of the team is desperately needed. Top to bottom, there's some talent, and that's why people keep thinking we're gonna win. Oh, they'll win the Coastal. She'll win the Coastal. Yeah, because the talent's there to do it, but the heart's not there. The determination's not there. Up and down the entire
Here's
roster.
my thing, though, with the talent thing. What we all got to understand, you're still looking at stars on paper from guys that are juniors and seniors in college.
Right.
That shit don't matter no more. They probably were talented or considered elite talent when they came out of high school at 17.
No, that's based on projections anyway, man.
Yeah, but later on, like you're talking about juniors, it's guys that are going through programs and are working and building themselves since high school. Have these guys put in that same work? They're not still 5 stars at this point, man. They are who they are. Like Tyreek Stevenson, no slight to him, but he's not a 5-star. Like that's old. No, don't matter no more. That shit don't matter no more.
And even if he was, it's a lot of it's come through stubbornness of not being what he should be on the field. Nicholas,
talent is what we see.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's what you go out and prove and you do.
That's a good point too. But again, though, man, that all that junk means nothing once you sign them papers, you get on that campus, all that shit means nothing.
When you see Miami team on Saturday, do you say, man, this is a talented team, we just not executing right? Or what do you see? Because I look at my defense, I don't say, man, those are some talented guys out there, man. It's just the DC's tripping. No, I'm like, bro, you a DB. Like, you getting barbecued, bro? Like, y'all look okay getting barbecued.
What I've said before on the show, every scheme work now. You got to work it. Just like you say, zone, man, don't matter. You've got to make the play. So ultimately,
I don't know. Every scheme don't work. I'm gonna be honest. Like certain zones shouldn't be played in versus certain offenses in certain situations. Right.
Situationally, but I mean, ultimately, players make plays. You know what I mean? And that's what it's going to boil down to. A lot of times, these guys are put in a position and just don't make the play. That's it.
Right.
What can a coach do for you when you got to block the man in front of you? I mean, block him.
Brent Cox lead the league in almost sacks.
Right.
Like if you could, there's a stat that could follow that shit, almost getting a quarterback sack. I guarantee you, Brent Cox lead the league, bro. You're in position to make plays, make the plays. Now would have won us a couple games and shit. Let's get some calls. Let's get some callers.
Yeah. Let's get some calls in here.
We got a nice little lineup going here.
Benji, what's good, bro?
Live from under the steering wheel.
What up, man?
Man, we vibing,
man. Brown, no, my dog pulled up to Tallahassee for the game, man. We didn't get to hang out this weekend, but my dog pulled up, man. Talk to me, bro. What you think?
Man, like I said, I'm like Silk looking for a pulse, and in the form of a W at some way somehow. You know, leaving the game last night, man. Talking to some of the some of the greats like the Peter Warks and Snoop Menaces and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie. You know how you can tell when somebody don't want to even talk about the game because they so upset. So they're trying to mention anything but the game. And I want to just basically explain how frustrated I was and how to not just the loss, but to see to see no anger because the great Florida State teams and the great Miami teams and the great Florida teams of the past, it seemed like guys were allergic to losing. Like it was that level of pride to go out and to go out there and win and showcase. So the first thing a person like Snoop said was surprising. You know, we go in the locker room and at half and after the game and it was just nobody rah mad like man damn. It was just like kind of like shell shock. Nobody showing no emotion. And the one thing to hear that we all talked about was the players we were talking about when it's a night game, and that's the first thing they said, bruh, ABC prime time, and I'm trying to make some money and change my family dynamic.
Come on, man, big stage.
I'm finna show out. And he reminded me of a game back. Snoop reminded me of a game back. Reminded me of a game back when he was playing against Wake Forest. And he was like, man, he said, man, I'm gonna get on your ass. I'm the kind of guy that's gonna get on you. He said he recalled. He was like they was sleepwalking. And this was a game he wasn't even going to suit up for because I think he had a bad ankle. But he was like, I don't know. When I think back to it, I don't know why, because I wasn't going to give it a go. But I'm glad I did because them niggas was sleepwalking. So he said at half, he said, I don't care who it is. Every team, I'm going to treat them like they the number one team. Or, I'm going to make it a stat game or whatever. I'm going to show out. He said, when you got a Miami in town, a Clemson or Florida Gators or something, man, it's go time. I'm trying to put some great film on, you know what I'm saying, some tape on some stuff on film for the GMs or whatever.
Benji got that crow on the road.
You on that I-10, man.
And then the echo off what CJ said, you're right. We talked about being.
Nah, shit. We was about to get in the system.
He'll get back in there, man. We lost him a little bit. But I feel him on a lot of that, what he's saying, man. Like, it's just like, I don't see on the sidelines, bro, like, upset football players. Let me talk about this real quick. How do you feel about your coach's demeanor, CJ? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I never seen Billy get angry. I don't know how mad he get in the locker room. I never seen him riled up. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you feel about Mike Norvell? I don't think he's no, like, drill sergeant neither.
Nah, but he doesn't show on the sideline, but like when they show like halftime speeches, pregame speeches, and shit like that, he's that type of guy. I guess I don't know. I guess on the sideline, he try to keep his cool and be collected about the situation. But whenever he's actually, I actually follow the program. Like I see the post game and all that type of shit. He's a rah type of guy. I guess he just shows it in certain situations. But I'm not sure about Billy. You should.
But if you down, you think he'll get in somebody? He get in somebody's face if they down. Like if they making mistakes and fucking up, will he get in a player face?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I haven't seen it within 3 years. I see him chew out players, but not to the point where some shit that's really needed is really needed. And I haven't seen that from Mike in regards to him stepping down on the player. And
I don't think we got none of that on my staff. I got to see that on my staff somewhere. Right now, I don't think we got none of that. Benji back. What up, my dude? You good? You was getting to a nice conversation, man. You hear us? Okay.
Yeah,
nah, you on that thing. I
apologize. I'm on this stretch of highway. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm on this stretch of highway.
Yeah, so yeah, go back into what you were saying about the defense in regards to being outflanked in certain situations. Because we was having a conversation about it, and speaking to someone from Clemson to kind of validate what we talked about. Mm-hmm.
So like CJ said, we don't have to me a defensive coordinator who has the capacity to make adjustments on the fly, like all the greats. And I thought about this last night. Florida State was very fortunate. You know how the Packers went from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers? Like, just
Right.
damn, like they got two. Like you don't have that fortune. Normally, you got to, like out of Dolphins, like after Marino, you go through a 20-something quarterbacks to try to find one. And when Florida State had a Mark Stoops, and go from Mark Stoops to Pruitt, who had some defensive weaponry to work with. And then the drop off came from, that's proof of concept. Like how Florida when they got a must champ, certain coaches, you know what their bread and butter is. It's offense or defense. And if a head coach's bread and butter is offense, smart coaches go out and get I'm gonna go and get me a defensive guru.
Right.
That's going if I ain't got all the bullets, if I might not got all the talent right now, but I know how to devise a scheme to shut you down.
Facts. I'm with you 100% on that.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so you gotta if you ain't got the players, you got to go get the coach.
What y'all thought about the overall performance, man? I mean, Clemson is the barometer. That's what everybody's measuring up to in the ACC. So, after that game, wasn't, you didn't get blowed out. I thought I was going to get crazy looking at the scoreboard while I was watching our game, while just watching the scoreboard. But you guys kept it close, some more victory there. How feel y'all? I think y'all over that hump? 3-game losing streak? I-10 beating Benji ass, boy.
Yeah, we got to get him back.
Who y'all got next?
We got a bye then, Georgia Tech.
Oh, okay.
Much needed by to get healthy.
Yeah, we're on the bye as well.
GT just got their first win. They feeling themselves.
Yeah, but I don't think they got the guys. Yeah, we'll go ahead.
All right, let's keep we'll try
keep moving. Yeah, we'll get it back. D-Rod, what's good, bro?
What's going on, fellas?
We vibing, man. How you feeling,
man?
No, I-10 is bad,
great,
bro. I-10 is
I'm
bad.
great. You know what I'm saying?
We got to find at least
gotta Hey, just got a much needed win, man. Stop that bleeding, man. So I'm cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it still wasn't impressive, but we got it. I watched the whole game. For y'all that didn't see it, I watched the whole game.
Win, right?
16. We had 16 penalties for 152 yards.
D-Rod,
9 false starts, bro. 9 false starts. We had 9.
God damn.
I mean, ain't no excuse. I mean,
that's Mario.
You can say it's because
like that.
Yeah, but we had
I see
we
why
still had the
I was
backup.
very close in the first place then.
Yeah, because the backup Dennis was the starter because Clark was still out. So like a lot of times when TVD was giving them to hike it, like the whole O-line will move except him. So it's like that happened like 4 times, and then like DJ Scaife had like 3 false starts. Then we had like 3 personal fouls.
And CJ, go out and come back in or something. Your audio is rough. It's coming in a little rough, man.
Yeah, Mucks.
Sorry about that, D.
Yeah.
Let's keep what you saying, bro?
No, you good.
Sorry, offensive line. My bad. Man.
Yeah, so it was like man, the penalties would kill us. Like I would say, like, I mean, it was like I said, positive and negatives.
They probably weren't used to a live stadium like that, man. They've been home. They did too many home games.
Yeah, to be honest, that's probably what it was. I mean, I don't know. I just know like it was, bro. It was that shit was bad, bro. We had like 4 in a row. We had 4 false starts in a row, man.
In a row,
bro. I swear,
it's gotta be a record,
bro. We had like
it
had to be like it was for sure 3 in a row.
Bro, y'all played that bad? Is it better, fellas?
Listen,
yeah, you good?
Yeah,
okay.
It was like man, like DJ Scaife had 2 back-to-back, and then like the third one, the center didn't snap the ball. The ref was like false start on everybody but the center. Like,
bro, did y'all just read that comment?
17 penalties for 159 yards. Miami had almost as many penalty yards
as VTech
offensive yards.
Yep,
that's
bro. They only had
I like right there.
They see. So we started off like really good. Like I said, Kobe Young, he should be wide receiver. He had 9 catches for like 110 yards and a touchdown. The defense, like Virginia Tech, the first drive, Virginia Tech was starting to drive, and then DJ Ivy Avante Williams forced the fumble. We got the ball back, went down there, scored. Again, they kind of abandoned the run, which they didn't have to, but they wanted. I mean, they just let TVD just slang it around the yard again.
How many attempts he had? Do you know?
He had 50 attempts. He was like,
what kind of football is y'all playing down?
He had like 40. And I'm gonna tell you what kind of. And this is where I'm kind of pissed off.
500.
This is where Gaddis. This is where like somebody need to ask Gaddis this question, because the last 2 drives, like when we had the ball, all we had to do was just run the ball to make them force them to use their timeouts. Bro, he passed all 6 downs. He passed. He didn't go for 1 run.
He made a production on that 50 passes.
Huh?
What's the production on incomplete passes? My bad, bro.
Yeah. Like he just kept throwing. It's like, bro, we have the ball on their side of the field with like 6 minutes left. It's first down, bro. Run the ball, bro. This man threw it 3 straight times, bro. We punted. We got the ball back. This man did it again, bro. The only thing what saved us, it was 3rd and 8 with like 2 minutes left, right? It was 3rd and 8, and they would have got the ball. We was up 2014. TVD found, I think it was Skinner. Skinner was open. We got first down. Then they wanted to run the clock out, but I was kind of pissed off at that, because the only thing that really kept them in the game was 15 yard. Like
seemed like y'all.
Yeah. So the quarterback. So Voltech quarterback scrambled, didn't even get the first down, bro. It would have been 4th down. He steps out of bounds. Corey Cowles pushes a 15-yard penalty. Then they called a bogus on DJ Ivy. He was playing. He was in man coverage.
We bitching about calls. I got some shit for
you.
Like
he was in man coverage.
The couch was 1,000% him. It was just
him.
stupid.
But the one on Ivy
was horse shit.
Bro, them rough, bro. These rough.
We got the same call against NC State that knocked O'Leary out for the season. We got the same fucking call, bro.
I'm just glad Virginia Tech was that terrible that they couldn't capitalize.
I was about to say, man, y'all probably played any other team in ACC, that might have been
any other team. It might have been an L, and then like
we were itching to give it away now. That's one thing.
I
knew it. I buckled in for it. Fourth quarter.
So we lost Mallory. We lost Mallory in the game because of targeting. Yeah, man. The dude. I thought he was done.
Mallory, you targeting? What do you do?
Yeah, somebody hit him. He was out.
So he was hurt.
Yeah, he caught the ball, like he caught it, and he was like falling back, and the dude came and straight hit him in the head, bro. He was just laying there. I was like, oh man, he might be done. So we lost Mallory. Like man, it was Mesidor, that man had 8 tackles and 3.5 sacks on the D line. So that man, him and Taylor was wrecking shop. I get to him. They only had like under 100 yards rushing. What they got was because of the scramble by their quarterback. But other than that, like the defense didn't play that bad. They didn't play that bad at all. I just think that the penalties is what really killed us. I mean, you have 16 for 157, man. Like you gonna lose that game, bro. You gonna lose that game.
That's crazy.
And we are the
Y'all,
least penalized,
y'all
and we're
running
the
game
least.
is abysmal, bro.
Yeah, like
Yeah, and they
we're the
just shut
least
it down.
penalized.
So
Yeah, they just shut it
that's
down.
why-
Like
but that's what I'm saying, Rob. Like this is what Gaddis gonna tell you. The motherfucking father just ran it for 3 yards for 3 plays, and y'all been mad at that.
No, but the backup, the walk on, man, he had a couple of nice little runs. He had like 3 carries for like 24 yards, and then it's like they just stopped. And it's like, come on, man. I
had to watch that game, and I had to watch that game in segments. I'm gonna watch it this morning. Hopefully, I'll find it on actual replay that I can. That game.
You got a revote log in, D-Rob. You got a revote log in for Lariat?
A revote?
No, man. It was on Bally Sports.
It was on Bally
like,
Sport. Yeah, I got Xfinity, so I was able to watch the game
bro.
on TV. So, yeah. I mean, Tay almost gave up a touchdown, man. Like, bro, peeking in the backfield for no reason. Like, took a bad angle and on. It's like, bro, do your assignment, man. That's your guy. Vontae, he just dropped it, bro. He just like it was clear as day.
Got on deck.
We got Duke on deck, and they just lost.
They lost
and to be
3
honest,
in North Carolina. Duke
yeah,
is solid,
man.
bro.
Duke's solid. But my
like
thing is, where's their mental after that loss? Because they was up, and it's like, bro, Drake May went down there, and you know what I'm saying, he made that shit shake. So it's like they lost the last minute. They lost like the last 20 second. Like they scored with like 20 seconds left.
Dude finna run down on that shit, man.
Nah, you got us fucked up.
Bro, y'all play that last week. Duke will whip y'all last, right? Ain't gonna
last night. Dog, listen.
Yeah, it's just
it'll be raucous down there in Coral Gables, dog. We're gonna be 17,000 deep.
Oh, about 17,000.
Yeah. So I mean, I think we could have put up like we definitely could have put up more than 20 points. Just saying, like the penalties just killed us, man. At one point, it was like 2nd and 30. Like we had back-to-back holding calls. Nice. And we was bro, that shit was crazy. Like,
what percentage you put on Manny, man?
At least half, because they his players. He get half the blame. Shit, it's his players. Yeah,
I'm
it's his
players.
players.
I'm with that. I'm hitting 50 on Manny, bro.
His players. I mean, ain't shit we can really do about that.
None of my old staff and shit. I'm at the point where it's like, all right, yeah, like it's just moving on. So like accountability for the current staff. The talent that Mullen brought in is he wasn't known for being a good recruiter. So the talent isn't where like Florida's used to it being. But this staff got to coach better especially on the defensive side of the ball. It's some on the players and it's some on the scheme as well. If you can't get me off the field for 1 third down, like you can't give me 1 stop all game. Like that's impossible to do, man. Like I don't care how bad the players are, bro. At this level, our players aren't that damn bad. You got to be.
Ain't nothing like being worried about a team converting a 3rd and 16. Like that's insane. Yeah. I hope they don't convert a 3rd and 15.
For the 3rd down. Every 3rd down, here this shit go.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, like oh man.
Y'all boys made Jaden Daniels look like a. That man had 6.
To be honest, he didn't have a bad outing versus Tennessee. If you look at the numbers and stats, they just they couldn't. Yeah, that's why we couldn't.
He's playing.
We could not look at that Tennessee game for shit. That meant nothing.
Good. Tennessee got.
I think a lot of. I think with Brian Kelly, you know what I'm saying. I think he changed. I think he changed what he did to suit what Jaden Daniel does. The same, what I think what we doing. I mean,
my secondary is mid. He ain't doing a damn thing.
I think Jaden.
Not gonna hype Jaden Daniels up, bro.
Oh, bro, I'm not. I mean, it just. But he put on the show. You got to admit, though, bro.
Yeah, I didn't say he didn't. But my secondary is food. Like I'm not.
You still got to make the play. I can write you the balls. You got to deliver them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
my secondary.
And I was like, how Cox let him run out. I mean, bro, when I see Cox chase that man to the side and sprint on that corner, I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, he take horrible angles.
Cox?
Yes.
Jaden Daniels, the leading quarterback rushing in the
country. Not at that angle, bro. Not at that angle, bro. Like, that angle, I just knew Cox was just going to get him, bro. Like, I don't know.
Watching a different Cox this year. All he been doing is fucking up opportunities.
I'm telling you, like,
got a super chat for Martin. Shout out to donation. Clemson took their foot off the gas and wasn't close. Shit, if you look at them damn numbers, it was very close.
What, took their foot off the gas?
No.
Hey, CJ, man, so what you feel about your boy?
See y'all racked up garbage time yards.
Dr. Barry Pierre TV. What's good? Say good morning, fellas. Good morning, bro.
I appreciate it.
Good morning, my dude.
Hey, CJ, like how you feeling, bro? How you feeling, man? Like, Hey, what was your head coach thinking when he did a fucking fake punt on his own? Like what? Like
He was reeling. He saw bro. He saw that downpour was a 17-point debacle within like four minutes or so. That was a turning point in the game, and I feel like he felt the pressure a little bit too and saw the players reeling, and he wanted to get some type of momentum. But you got to punt that ball. Granted, that didn't hurt us in the grand scheme because they only got 3. But yeah, that was just a bad call. I would have punted the football and just played defense. It was still early within the game, as far as it was early within the third quarter. Yeah, so punt the football. But he just wanted to get some type of momentum going because them boys is after that 3-point, we held them 3 points, and after that fumble by Jordan Travis, the end to half, 10 points, and the opening kick return, and just 17 points, just like that. He tried to get some type of momentum, but it was too soon to try for that type of shit, man. Just play ball, man. Just play ball, kick the football, and just keep going keep doing what you was doing. And they weathered the storm with those punches, but it was just too much to overcome. But yeah, if he just play football and punt the ball, man, and don't panic, we should be good there. But I understood what he was trying to do, but just don't do that shit in that damn situation at all. It's too soon.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, I know people probably just highlighting that play specifically, but you had to. It was stupid. Don't get me wrong, but you just had to see it to kind of understand it. It still was stupid.
It really do feel like church, man.
Yeah.
I just get to come here and just, we just get to share our woes, man, and just some real kumbaya ass shit.
Everybody, we all not that good right now. So like,
we won.
People on the timeline wake up like trolling. I'm like, hey man, everybody needs some self-reflection here.
There ain't no time.
Like, real quick, got a super chat from Ant, man. So yeah, we're 4-3, but we have a path to 9-3. All I know is you smacking Miami at their off-campus rented stadium. Go knows. Friend of the show, man. Appreciate the donation.
What up, Ant?
Man, y'all better
hope. D-Rob, I promise you, boy. I promise.
Man,
listen,
all this shit you been telling me.
You can't promise.
Bro, look. I ain't lying no more, bro. I ain't lying. Hey, I stopped lying, but I'm not gonna concede to Florida State. You know that. I'm not conceding no fucking Florida State. I concede to Clemson. I will concede to Clemson. We going to Death Valley. Hey, I think that's L for us. I ain't even gonna count. That's L.
Is it hype of Johnny Wilson dying? LeBron,
yes,
it's dying.
I think it is. I think it is. Like, I don't know. Like, man, I think if he would have had a better quarterback, as far as a more passing, better quarterback, I think he'll put up better numbers. I'm just being honest, bro. I'm just being honest. If he had a better quarterback, I think he'll get more targets because I think they just rotate him out too much. Like, why? Why don't they just keep him in the game?
Because he goes so many deep routes. So he'd be gassed a little bit.
Well, Johnny had about 5 catches. You had about 70 yards. He had one. It was one post route that was a touchdown that Trav missed him on. And then when we ran those fade routes that a lot of people questioned, both of them was on Johnny, I believe. The first one was on Trav. It was a bad throw. The second was on Johnny. He just started running the route. But I don't know, man. I think he's still our best receiver by far, and the box score kind of shows that we target him a lot. I don't know, man. Especially that post route to Trav. If he would have hit him, that was a touchdown. He had 6 catches for 75 yards. So
I think he could do a little bit better with.
He could do a lot better. He could do a lot better. You said what now?
Nah, I think he could do a little bit better with plucking the ball at some time. Maybe tracking it a little bit better. Like
because he dropped one.
If you give him the opportunity over the top, he's going to.
That'd have been a tough ass catch too. That'd been a real tough catch.
This is he did have it. I think because I was watching a good bit of y'all game too. It was kind of back and forth flipping on since y'all was at the same time. A couple of times I thought he could maybe just dominate and just take the football. I saw a couple of those. And I mean, that's just another level of his game. He probably just need to.
But see, the thing is, this is his first year really playing football, though. So he redshirted his first year at Arizona State. Then he got hurt the following year. This is his first. People don't realize Johnny is still around, kind of learning. So this is his first year really playing, getting snaps and getting reps of playing football. The redshirt year, then got hurt last year at Arizona State. So yeah, it's a lot of growing up he has to do. But yeah, first year playing football, he'll be right. Real quick before we move on a little further, shout out to Peter Shields for donation. Good time for a bye week. Get healthy. We'll be good to go. Go Noles. Yeah, we definitely need to get healthy.
Man, it sounds good, but losing real quick, losing on a bye week and having to deal with all of these off the unhinged fans on the timeline is gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah,
2 weeks of that shit.
And then we on a three game losing streak in 2 more weeks, so that's gonna be brutal.
Bro, I was sick of 2
Right.
weeks. Hey, I was sick as hell. When we lost to Middle Tennessee State, and I had to deal with that shit for 2 weeks. Bro, I was sick. Oh God, I was sick,
shout
man.
out to Lorenzo Lingard, bro. He winning some snaps, man. I think he took some snaps away from Naquan. Got some reps last night, early in the game. Look explosive, man. I expect him to continue to climb that the rep list. I think he's gonna take some more snaps away. But the boy's looking explosive, bro. Shout out to 21.
Yeah, man.
21.
Yesterday was it was glorious. Shit, we were the only team that won, but at the same time, it wasn't nothing to be excited about because it didn't even feel good because it wasn't no blowout. If it would have been like 38-14, it would be like, okay, I can really talk my shit. But I was just trolling for the Noah fans that were talking about some we back and this and all this other shit. Dibby talking about some we a year away. Get the
year away from what?
A year away from another year of football,
I was saying. Like you were just
we all a year away. You got one more year.
A
year from now, we be playing more football.
And I feel Mike under more pressure than anybody, man, because he in year 3. He can't really take no more serious little L's like that. I mean, granted, he might lose another game or two, but he can't have under 500 record, bro. They gonna
I think remaining schedule is fair. We'll probably be and not talking shit anybody. I think we'll probably be favored in probably 4 of the last 5 games.
Right. I mean, even if you want to take Miami as a toss up, right? Let's just because it's a rivalry game, right? So just call that one a toss up. You got Georgia Tech.
You have 2 rivalries left.
FPI got FSU like 51%, 51 to 49 to beat us. So yeah, it's a toss up.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's
close. I mean, it's close.
He really needs.
Regardless, Mike's safe, man. Mike ain't going nowhere. Mike gave them the most magical 4 wins already, man. Like,
I know. I don't think he'll fired this year. I don't think Mike get fired.
He won't be. I think he'll finish a lot better than. I think he'll be okay record wise at the end of the season. But if it's not, then it's a high possibility.
Yeah, I think it'll
say if we lose out of something crazy.
Okay. I don't think y'all will lose out.
No, I think we'll be fine record-wise at the end of the season.
I think he'll finish this season, but 2024, like if
I mean, I hope he lose out.
They don't start out.
I say 8 wins coming in. I feel like
I think if he gets at least one of the rivalry games and bring in where y'all sitting at right now recruiting.
15,
they're like 15, 15, 16, okay. Which is good for him.
I think if he can split the rivalries.
No, it ain't. We only got 12 commits.
Yeah.
We only had like 14 commits.
He should be okay. If he gets 75 and bring a top 20, he should be all right. Yeah. 75 or better.
Yeah, but I said 8 coming into the season. I still like
this ain't the year. This ain't the year he want to be fired though, because with Auburn probably gonna open up. You got Nebraska open up. Wisconsin, like all these jobs open up. Like this ain't the year to want to get fired.
Shout out my man Lib Gator, man. He said recency bias, but that was one of the most atrocious defensive performance I remember sitting through. Wasn't any better. Rewatched this morning. Yeah, that was rough, man. It was a lot of rough games last year. I think Sanford made me almost just like, quit on life a little bit last year, bro. Watching Samson, whoever that was, go up and down the field on us. That shit was
Sanford, man. Sanford does that to everybody, though.
No, they don't. Not like that. That shit was rough.
Well, they do that to Florida teams. Put it this way: I don't want to play Sanford. They gave Florida State a scale.
Give me Sanford.
I don't want to play Sanford. I don't want to play Middle Tennessee no more.
Absolutely, I don't want none.
Defensive
wise, FIU. Fuck it, we owe them.
Like defensive wise, you look at the depth chart. I don't think anybody's leaving but Trey Dean because he's old enough to leave, right? Cox, I hope he leaves. You know what I'm saying? He could come back, but I think he leaves, bro. It's time to move on.
I think they're writing on the wall for him. I don't think they're gonna.
But outside, then we returning most of those guys, but we still got to hit the portal. We got to bring in some defensive tackle help. I like Chris McClellan, the young boy, but down the middle, bro, we just ain't there. And then we're gonna lose Ventrell Miller, our only. Shit, we got a linebacker right now. Shamar James looks good. I'm not gonna lie. He's gonna be a very good linebacker. I think he'll eventually get a break outside. But we got to bring in some immediate help in the portal, man. I know we had a grad transfer or a porter transfer visit over the weekend that plays linebacker. We got to bring in more guys like that and continue to recruit at an elite level. But right now, that shit don't look good on defense, bro. Like, yeah, it's a little bit on the scheme and it's a little bit on. I'm gonna just say scheme wise because at some point, bro, you got to give me a stop. You got to give me something to work with. If you can't get a stop the entire game, you can't expect my defense to go perfect. My offense to go perfect. It's just not possible.
So they went 100% on third down?
Damn near. I left CJ. Crazy. I don't know. I can't remember. I lost track of some shit.
Them boys ready to fire Tony, Silk.
Hey, shout out to Tia for the donation. She's still Bama, Bill. Happy Sunday, fellas. T, you supposed to come join us, man. You need to repent too.
I'm gonna be real with you. So I was cheering for Bama yesterday because I don't need Tennessee to be fucking getting off in the East like that, man. They about to flip Murguá. You know what I'm saying? Like they may run down on Georgia. Then that shit gets a little weird.
Hey, where's that game over here? Hey, all right.
Not really. Where's that game at? I'm not saying they ain't gonna flip nothing. They ain't flipping nothing from us.
Yeah, they ain't flipping shit from us.
Hey, he was real close to Tennessee at that point, man. But where's that game at? Is that at Georgia? Is that Neyland?
No, it's in Georgia. It's in Athens. It's in Athens.
Man,
it's in Athens.
Where that game at? Georgia got Georgia got to get some points.
I said the same thing. Georgia got to score, boy. Because Georgia don't score, boy. That shit might get ugly for them.
But it's gonna be interesting to see that the Hypo versus Kirby. That's gonna be an interesting matchup.
Man, Hypo gonna take him up through there. That shit going to score.
Bro, Georgia, do you see Hyatt?
Figure out how they gonna score because Tennessee going to get points, boy.
Hyatt had 6 catches for 207 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Get money.
He was too open.
Yeah, Bama played bad.
I was scheming that shit up.
He was on top,
bro.
I see a corner over here, a safety over here, and he just right up the middle of the lane.
5 touchdowns, bro.
I literally didn't watch. I literally didn't watch no football. So we had a damn Part 1 game of Valdosta. Was driving. Dale had to rush back to get back for the FSU game. I ain't watched shit yesterday. That's crazy. Missed some good.
Yeah, I was at the game out in Gainesville. Man, we got a lot of roll up love out there, man. The love was big. People was asking for more shows. Go back to the 3-show format and all that, bro. It's too much, man. We are, as y'all can see, man. I got some quick short form content off. We all gonna be doing like our own little recruiting and little updates and stuff to keep the fans, up to date with what's going on. Right. You got to hold down these 3 programs, man. We the flagships. So we got to have proper representation in all capacities. Man, shout out to my defense, man. That shit's some ass, man.
12-pack of ass.
12-pack of ass. Man.
We got BKP 59185. Appreciate the donation. This is way more scheme than it is players for UF. The only Tony I acknowledge is Kadarius, bro, because Patrick ain't it.
Y'all do.
Ain't against it. I'm just vibing, man. Patrick Tony ain't going nowhere. Most of this is based, dog. Like we talk about this on the show all the time. It's relationships, man. Anybody, like 2 things is not gonna happen. Patrick Tony's not gonna get fired. It's gonna be out of DC. And he got to get his guys in here. A lot of things got to happen. We're saying it's not the players, but I'm telling you, bro, as a guy that played defensive back, when you getting barbecued like that, it's you. Bro, I'm gonna adjust. Bro, you're not gonna keep beating me on the slant, dog. You done ran it 5 times. Like, what are we talking about? That's the coach? No, bro. We beat you on 5 slants, man. Have some pride.
Hey, question for yourself. Hey, who was that jit man that was in the locker room talking about some fuck this team? Who was that?
I don't know.
Somebody said it's a walk on.
Yeah,
bro,
that's how much important
it's a walk on.
Like dead ass, like I don't know. And that's how important he is to the team.
I saw number 22, so I thought it was Torrance. I was about to say no, not the starter doing that. That's what I thought it was, but I was like, I wasn't sure.
It wasn't Torrance. I was like,
I don't know, bro.
I thought it was 22. But I was like, how did he get his Torrance like jersey? That's weird.
Yeah, that's what. When I saw it, I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Yeah, Billy about to kick him off the team, bro. He can't have that, bro. He cannot do that."
In my opinion, the kid got to go. You put posting stuff like that, but Billy's not. I don't foresee Billy as a.
He put it on Snapchat, and then somebody screenshot it and put it on the timeline.
Oh yeah, once it's out there, it's out there.
Yeah,
once it's out on any platform, it's on all platforms. Man.
Oh, that shit done made it to the coaches already, bro.
That's funny as shit.
Imagine being on the bench and like, yeah, fuck this team. Man,
what you doing with a phone?
Bro, you so far down the depth chart, bro.
Yeah, like
What we did,
bro? He
to
ain't
you,
even
bro?
on the depth chart, bro. He ain't on the depth chart.
Yeah,
He
like,
on the scout.
on,
He on the
dog.
scout field, bro. He on the scout
Right.
field. He
Scouting
imitating.
in
He
depth chart.
imitating
Where you get that jersey
ADBs.
from?
Yeah,
He got
take
no
your
name
jersey
on
off.
the
That
back.
bitch so clean, bro.
That bitch probably say Torrance on the back
All
of
right, let me
it.
stop. Let me stop.
That's funny. No, that's
No,
just
but I have no
hilarious.
idea who he is,
Like,
D-Rod. We got to keep him. We got any more
Got
in
you.
the chamber?
All right. Hey, appreciate y'all, fellas, man. Y'all hold it
Hey, man,
down.
hold it
Appreciate you,
down,
See
bro.
y'all
man.
next
Kwame
week.
kicking it.
Already.
man.
All right.
We got you down in the basement again, hey?
Yes, sir.
Brother
Well,
Kwame, do
It
you
breaks my
realize we
heart.
only see your mouth, which is weird?
It breaks my heart, Larry.
Kind of hide that hairline.
It breaks my heart. It breaks your heart. It don't break my heart.
Breaks my
Trying to
heart.
hide the hairline, bro. He chopped off his eyebrows, bro. Hey, what's
You
the
have
what's
On
the
the hat.
show? Hold on, real quick. What's the show? With Home Improvement show where the guy show have his face?
Mr.
Behind the fence.
Ain't it
What's
called
that
Home
shit called?
Improvement?
Home Improvement, right? What was the
Yeah, I think
guy's
that was the
name?
name of it. And the neighbor had the bucket hat all the time. And you
Yeah,
see
be
the
behind the
hood.
fence and shit. Have his
Yeah,
face
he had all
showing.
the sage advice and shit.
Hey, Kwame, come on home, man. Shave that shit off and put your, you know what I'm saying, free yourself. Put the whole camera on you, bro.
Tell him, Kwame, 2 more mango seasons, baby. 2 more
Hey,
mango seasons.
2 more mango seasons, baby. How we feeling this morning?
Righteous and highly favored, man. But my defense is ass. So how you feeling?
Yeah, my defense is ass too. So welcome to the club.
You
know, we selling visions right now.
Our D-line good.
Our D-line is good, but you know, our linebackers played better. I think Keontra played much better. That was probably his best game as a Hurricane yesterday. But I still have some questions. I mean,
are y'all next to the sorriest team in the? Who's the sorry? We know Virginia Tech's the sorriest team in the ACC. Are y'all like the next to the sorriest team?
Technically, I think.
I think
we only played two games in the ACC, so
I think we one of the sorriest. But again, I said last week, you know, Miami finds a way at times, and even when we have bad years, when the 7-5 years, you know, like they find a way to get a win they're not supposed to. So we'll see. One thing that it is encouraging is the quarterback is looking like the quarterback again. He's playing back to his old self.
How many points y'all got? How many points? How many points y'all got yesterday?
Look, his QBR was great. He threw for 351 and 2 touchdowns.
Shout out to PFF and all that shit, man. How many perks you got? How many perks?
Look, we didn't score in the second half, which is problematic. That's on the coordinator, not keeping it up. We also have a very, very weak running back room right now because of injuries. I mean, 2 of our best
players ass right now, bro.
got injured before the season.
Yeah, Knight had 10 carries for 27 yards. That was your leading rusher.
And Knighton is still playing hurt because he didn't play during the spring. He had no spring and just really started playing when fall camp started. So you seeing the results and not having a spring under
Lowe had a bounce in his step last night, man. Nice little bounce.
Well, don't talk to me about no Renzo Lingard, man.
Well, nice bounce. You don't want to give a man no credit, bro. He had a nice bounce in his step, bro.
No, man, I'm not giving that man no credit, no garbage time.
He wasn't playing garbage time. What are you talking about? That wasn't garbage time.
It could have been no garbage time.
There no garbage time. What the hell are you talking about, woman?
It was in a fight.
There was no garbage time. He got us two clutch first downs, man. What that one he called in the past game was clutch. The runs he had was very explosive. He get into the hole. One thing he's doing, he's getting to the hole faster than all the other running backs.
He is. One thing I will give him credit yesterday. I'm talking smack, but he did look like he had a little pop in his step. I'm glad to see that he's earned some snaps because he should have getting some snaps. But nevertheless, I think all 3 schools, you know, got to go back to the drawing board here. You know, I will say this though, I'm very intrigued by 88 Kobe Young.
But they found one lie about CJ.
He ain't got the lie. The boys.
Oh, no, ain't no lies about kid.
Ain't no lies about like. We're gonna see how he plays out from game to game. But
that shit gonna get scrapped up, man.
In the 2 game sample size that I have, yeah, he can play. And
he got there real late out of JUCO too. I mean, his coach.
But that's much needed though, because how y'all been banged up at receiver.
Right, and then so I
think
Redding
was out. I said I didn't know
Redding
he was
did
out,
get pulled out, but he played last week when Redding was in.
Right,
but he didn't play till late.
What's up with Redding? What he injured?
They didn't tell us. We didn't find out about Redding until like right before the game.
Game time. But I tell you what, Redding ain't getting that job back.
No, I don't see it.
He ain't getting that job back.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the rotation
because coach said
he'll probably be in the rotation because y'all just down. Y'all down bad. He should be.
Yeah, he's still gonna play.
Well,
he's gonna play, but
this ain't 1987, Kwame. You gonna play 3 receivers the whole game?
I'm talking about the snap distribution. That's going to be much different than over the next couple of games. I mean,
Mike will be the guy getting 5 snaps.
Exactly.
Kobe will be getting 20
got a super chat from Screw 73 says Wilson from Home Improvement. Y'all
Wilson from Home Improvement.
I cannot remember his name.
Y'all gonna stop Wilson.
Playing.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for joining us.
Y'all gonna stop. Y'all gonna
stop. He black and he give us the mouth pause.
Kwame trying to find his angles like a fat girl on IG, man.
Y'all gonna stop playing me like I ain't got a finished basement, man.
Shout out to the basement, man.
Shout out to the basement.
Give us
none of that
same
equipment, boy. You gotta do it.
CNN, man. You go on CNN, you'll be giving them people your bottom lip to look at, man. Have a suit on, all kind of shit, man.
Right.
We hood CNN, you know what I mean?
Button up to the teeth.
Yeah, this is the hood sports center, man. But now, Kobe Young's JUCO coach said that's who he was, and I mean, of course, you gotta take that with a grain of salt. You know, he said he was a guy that you could trust to go up and get the football. Like, he's like, at any level, I think this kid could do that. And so far, in our little small sample size, he's shown us that he can stretch the field and he'll go get the ball. He playing that ball in the air. He looking at it like, oh, that's me. So
that's me. The 50-50
he gives us something to be excited about. Yeah,
very, very
so we'll
much.
See if it can change.
I like the way Frank Ladson is starting to come on as a 1-2 punch between him and Kobe Young, and then Brashard Smith is filling in well, and we're going to get Restrepo back in a couple weeks.
Brashard looks slow to you though, compared to what I heard he was going to be.
I can't say he looks slow. He is a shifty back. I don't think he's a burner. I think he's more.
He look like he be chugging along a little bit, Like, he don't look like he just burned out,
Yeah.
When y'all expecting espresso back?
Probably next week or two.
Yeah, next 2 weeks, and then we also going to get Jacoby George back in the next couple weeks.
I don't know.
We get Don Chaney back next month. So the team is going to get healthier right at the right time when league play starts, and so we'll see how that adds to.
The league play don't start.
Yeah, y'all was late to the party.
Oh, we got Duke and Virginia.
Y'all was really late to the party.
Duke and Virginia.
Yeah,
and then we got Florida State after that one. So
now I was going to say this: these next 2 weeks gonna be very interesting in the Big Three to see like how they pan out record wise, because we could all have the same record at the end of the next 2 weeks.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no doubt.
We should win our next 2, but I ain't banking on that.
I'm not gonna say we should do it. Damn,
I ain't banking
rest
on
of this season.
I'm
just pointing out a very likely scenario that everybody could be evened up by in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, if y'all win, I mean, we should be 5-3. Y'all should be 5-3.
A lot of shit could happen. I mean, we all got around the same wins. Y'all got 3, we got 4.
3 and 5. I wouldn't be, up here looking crazy.
No, and rightfully the football gods, I hope they do have us both winning out over the next couple of weeks, to lead up to that game on November 5th, because I do think that is going to be, if teams are showing some life, that's going to be a nice little primetime game with a lot of recruits and a great atmosphere. So I'm looking forward to that.
Hopefully Florida State don't start losing, because if Florida State start losing, it's going to be another empty-ass Miami game is what Kwame's saying.
That's the one game you can count on. That's the one.
Yeah, Florida State traveled well, bro. I seen how Florida State traveled when we went to New Orleans. The boys traveled deep now.
They did come out that deep, yeah.
They came out that motherfucker deeper than a bitch.
It's going to be a home.
Well, we'll be there, too. I'm probably going to be at the Duke game next week, too.
Kwame, we still on
17,001 strong.
We going to Duke, man. We still on.
More than likely, because I got to be there next weekend.
If you're in South Florida, holler at me, man. We'll link some. I'm not going to that game, but I'll pull up in Miami.
Who do y'all have? Real quick, CJ, Silk, who do y'all have the next couple of weeks as far as like opponents? I don't know y'all schedules.
We're on bye week, and then we have Georgia A&M.
Woo!
We
got the schedule.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Georgia
A&M. We got Georgia Tech.
I said, what the fuck is a Georgia A&M? When they add that school?
It's probably one. That's probably
we got Georgia Tech then, y'all.
Okay. Georgia Tech should be a W.
Yeah, it should be for sure.
Y'all play none should be a W. Y'all keep counting shit. All right.
Should ain't going to be. It's two different things. I ain't saying we going to win shit. I'm not telling you we going to beat Duke.
Yeah, bye week.
But I ain't telling you we going to.
We got to get healthy, Kwame. We get some guys back, especially in the trenches. We should be okay. Bye
week come at the right time. That three game losing streak don't feel good, do it?
No, it don't.
No, especially I know how I feel.
Especially when
should have been embracing. We told him it was on the way, man.
Yeah, but we won we should have won that NC State game for sure. Yeah, it's a couple of. I think we could have beat Clemson last night for sure if we didn't do what we did to shoot ourselves in the foot. So that's the thing, man. That's what makes it hurt the most because the shit. It ain't like just the straight up ass whoopings, just that another. These games that you could have had.
How do you think?
I think Waco might get over that loss though.
How you think Mike get over this hump though? Right, we know like he's not going to become an elite recruit overnight. So, but like staff wise, coaching wise, game day wise,
just keep recruiting. No, I get what you're saying. Just keep recruiting.
Do you make any staff changes? Like,
I think it's going to be some staff changes. I think it's going to be some staff changes. I think we'll see how the season plays out, but I don't know. The defensive back, Coach Marcus Wilson, he'll probably get a look elsewhere. I don't think he'll be back. And DC is interesting, man. I don't know. It's just this stuff I saw last night. And just talking to other people, we're kind of predictable on defense. We're like 90 to 95% man coverage. We don't blitz at all. When we do blitz, it's like third and medium. It's like shit that it's tendencies that coaches can pick on. And when you play 90 to 95% man, that's what Clemson did. They didn't expose. We played man coverage. They didn't expose anything with our defensive backs, our receivers downfield. They exposed the nickels and the linebackers with the jets, so the quick screens to the running backs down the flats and just outflanking us, having an angle. That's what they exposed the man coverage at. So when you see that, you got to adjust to that type of shit, right? So it's just certain things that I feel like we make too easy for offenses. I think player wise, we got really good players. We just got to switch it up on defense. On defense, it is. You got to switch it up scheme wise and throw different looks. We throw certain looks and you be predicting what you do. Offenses can dictate that and they can make moves off that. And Clemson ran the same fucking play like 10 times in a row, just in different ways. But we couldn't stop it. They kept outflanking us to the edge in regards to those quick screens to the running backs. And that's just man coverage. Once you're flowing and chasing those guys, you're a step behind pretty much from the jump. Once you're that step behind, you outflank, they're hitting the sideline for 6, 7, 8, break a tackle, that's a first down. If you're in zone coverage, you switch it up. That shit is just a rotation of the shift of the assignment. He's motion over, you're just bumping down, and you're taking that shit as it comes. It's an easy transition. So there's certain things we could have did scheme-wise on defense, but I do think a couple guys, I don't think everybody on the staff will be back. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, my scheme is vanilla as shit. Like right now on defense, I don't know if it's because personnel or what it is, but it's super vanilla. A lot of zones that's easy to beat. DBs are bailing out. Just a lot to be desired, but I'm not ready to fire Patrick Tony, anybody like that. I know what I got in my safety room, and I know as a guy that played defensive back, bro, I just know, bro, I'm just not gonna keep getting beat. Like you just gotta adjust. You know what I'm saying? TJ, you play the position, you know what's up, bro. Like you can sit here and talk about cover 3, bro. If you off ball and they gonna beat you on the comeback route at the sticks on third down 4 times. At some point, bro, like
you gotta play it. You gotta play it.
You gotta play it. Third down defense for these coordinators have been bad. Like even for Kevin Steele on some of these third downs, you can't get off the damn field, man.
Yeah, exactly. And we're not. And we as a fan base, we're not used to that shit. Like we're not used to that shit at all. Like that's the crazy part.
Used to it. Unfortunately,
definitely getting
this was going on previously. You know,
Yeah.
the 4th and 14th, the 4th and 17th.
Yeah.
It's just
This
has been an identity crisis, honestly, and that's kind of I went on like not a rant, but like a 6-tweet rant, and a lot of it was about like this team just has a lot of identity issues.
Like because with like this last year, what was our problem? We couldn't play the run, and this year our rush defense is really good. You know, while run fits are much better, but it's the secondary that has. I mean, Cam Kitchens, for all of the plays that he's made, he's had some mind-boggling lapses.
And I got a question. Do you think you guys have played teams that can actually run the ball though?
No, not specific. No, not particularly well.
I thought
I don't know how A&M has done.
I expect Florida State to run down y'all shit, man. Be honest with you, bro.
I
don't know the game. Y'all may win the game. Like I don't know about the game.
No. I'm with you. Because I will
say
that Florida State. I will say I've been impressed with they running all season. They've done a great job with different running backs. You know, when Steve had called it a 3-headed monster, you know, I joked early because I hadn't seen it about that little 3-headed dragon with the one goofy one on there. But to be honest with you, you know, there's no cap. I'm like, nah, these boys actually got some nice weapons at running back, and they've been able to scheme it well to where these guys.
They had over 200 yards against Clemson, and each running back, Tua Philly and Trey Benson, had over 7 yards per carry against Clemson. They was damn near healthy. All like the guys.
Yeah, you know They front is always, you know, pretty mean and tough against the run. So that's going to be the first true test, I think. Yeah, that we'll get to see. I mean, Virginia Tech don't run.
Duke, don't sleep on Duke.
They got good running back.
As far as running, That's what I don't know about the rush game.
Duke got a team
this week.
No, we said we're talking about the running game.
I'm talking about running. Yeah, I don't know what their run game is like. I know Virginia Tech didn't have one. I know Virginia is pretty poo all around. So the state of football in Virginia is man, they might be the only state worse than us right now.
ODU is the big dog.
I do think like
ODU is the big dog.
ODU is big dog around that motherfucker. Yeah. What Don told me, that's an in-state.
That's in-state. What that matter?
You almost said rival.
What about ODU? They've been paused for a minute. So that's in state.
Like, you lost that exchange, bro.
And you better not forget about Norfolk and the 757.
I'm gonna be real with you. Like, outside of trolls, like I know there's a troll out there, like keep Mike forever, get that boy extension. But I do think these coaches need some time, bro. Fans are ridiculous, man. Like, people that want to fire people that they just got here. The last guy got fired for a reason. He has back, and it takes years to implement coaching. People take that like Chip Kelly. We laughed at Chip Kelly for a little while, but now that shit is doing a lot better right now. He outlasted Dan Mullen and all these other guys. 8 years to get Clemson to climb the mountain. 8 years. Mm-hmm. People forget, like people, we live in this Twitter world and everything's at the click of a button and so quick. Right. And it takes time to build that culture, but also to stack talent. 8 years is a long time.
It ain't take that long.
But I mean, it ain't easy.
It was about 5 years for Clemson. It was about 5 years.
People forget like what Clemson was like it.
I know big dog. I know for a fact because I seen that shit. Like as far as a recruiter standpoint, my brother played it, so I kind of seen that side of it. Like, Clemson, they struggled a lot. Them boys
they struggled like
the USF and shit like
Tommy
that.
Bowden days.
Yeah.
People forget about those.
And also, Dabo was on the verge of getting fired at one point.
Yes, he was.
He was on the verge of getting fired at one point. And that's when they got Sammy Watkins and those guys and, the tide turned. But it was a point where
Taj Boyd was the guy that started
kind of
saved, in my opinion.
He was
people don't give Taj Boyd enough credit.
Oh, Taj is that guy. People treat Taj like EJ.
Spiller, Kobe Ford, that whole team.
But Palm Beach. That's when Dabo was in. That's when Dabo was in Florida, heavy as a recruiter. Man, Dabo went and got Jacoby Ford from Florida. He went and got my DeAndre McDaniel from Florida. He went and got CJ Spiller from Florida. Dabo went and got them boys himself.
Yep.
Like he went and got some guys. But to that point, I think Taj Boyd, he kind of get treated like EJ Manuel, the quarterback that didn't win it but won enough. And you have that generational guy that come right behind him and then win off rip and with Jameis, and they had two generational guys.
Go there.
Yeah,
again.
they had 2 generational guys with Watson and Lawrence, so he does get lost in that shuffle as far as that. But you're right, Taj.
Yeah, he's the one that started that trend.
He's the
like,
one that
let's go
started
down
it,
there
man.
and ball.
So
like,
shout out to Taj Boyd. You
but
know,
no, to your point, Silk, yeah, I do think that's why I said if Mike can pull off the season 7-5, bring in the top 20, you can't move him. It's just not gonna make sense. You'll just be taking 4 steps backwards. It's not gonna do your program any good.
No.
You think you suffering now? Okay, go ahead and fire him. Then you're gonna be another 5 years behind.
And that's another thing too. These kids, like college kids at that, man, they need continuation. When you constantly firing coaches, firing coordinators, shit like that. Like at one point in time, James Blackman had like 4 fucking offensive coordinators, bro. Like shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not, of course, I'm not saying James Blackman was a world beater, but I feel like he was a product of the damn system. He was a detriment of the system too. The system kind of fails him with all those coordinators and different coaches. So I say that to say this: like these kids, they need some continuation. They need to learn the same scheme. They need familiarity.
That's true. That's very true. Having said that,
firing shit left and right, but that shit it turns to a shit show.
And
we already know how bad transition classes are as it is, right?
Yeah.
So you keep piling those up. But go ahead, Ronnie.
I was gonna say, having said that, if y'all lose to us on November 5th, that shit is going to get contemplated.
We're not. Well, no, I told them boys
this
earlier.
Miami team there's going to be definitely some conversation. Some going to be some challenge.
I think it's going to set them back, bro. Like, to be real, I think like I look at how many coaches I've had, bro, in the last like how many ever years, bro, and it's like the program hasn't gained any traction with getting back to like stability because every 3 years you got a new guy coming in, man.
Yeah.
Right.
All of them sell the same story. We all get the same hype, and then the fans turn the same way. And there's no patience on like, yo, let's give this guy some time to get his talent in. Like he just had 1 million 5-stars on campus. He got a number 8 recruiting class. Every guy he brought in from Louisiana is a productive guy. Like that's the anchor of our team. Literally, the guys he brought from Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, just get a guy time, let him implement his stuff. I don't like the defense. It's ass. You know, offense is steadily getting better. It's not perfect, but 35, 40 points is what else you want out of a SEC game against LSU. You know what I'm saying? So it just brick by brick, you know, establish this thing, implement some culture. Get some stability around here for like at least 5 years.
Real quick though.
These guys need 5, especially when they invested in Billy. They gotta give him like 5 years. Bro.
That's what I'm saying. What's Billy's contract? How many years was it?
It's like 10 years, isn't it?
It's something crazy.
I know Mario got a lot of years too, right?
Mario got 10.
He got 8.
Billy got 8.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With this, I think moving forward, it's going to be okay. Let's get these guys time and figure this shit out or whatever.
Yeah.
How many times you gonna keep playing the same song and expecting the beat to change? Like, okay, keep on, keep recycling. We'll continue to sit down there in mediocrity. I'm not panicked at all. Like I said, we used to come in and say year 5. Now everybody wants it in 3. And then we'll pull up a few anomalies. We'll pull up you'll talk about my man at LSU. LSU at that time didn't have a garbage roster. You came in, you flipped a few things, you got a new OC in. Joe Burrow went from looking like an undraftable quarterback to the number 1 pick. That's not going to be the norm. That's not going to be how it's going to go most times, man. So I'm not looking for anything.
And as you can see, as fast as it flamed out, that it's like
right back, right?
Right. It was no
caught lightning in the
that
box.
Quick turnaround like that, bro. Like Gene Chesley did the same thing at Auburn, but
lightning in the
right
box.
out of there. Yeah.
He had a generational quarterback. The roster was not ass. It was pretty solid. Needed a little tweak. Got in there winning. As a fan base, I had somebody, shout out Groove. Groove was like, 6, get him out of here now then. I'm like, and I said 6 to win a natty. I said at least 6 to win a natty. You think we're going to win before year 6?
That's what I'm talking about. Like you got to have some patience, in this.
I don't know what you would think. Why would you think this team that has been just living and dying in mediocrity for the last 20 years would win in anything less than that? 6 is me being optimistic.
6 is not far-fetched. Like this is year 1. Like if you think about it, if you think about it in a linear sense, like Rashada's class would be the one to see some of the fruits of the labor with recruiting in the 2024, 25, and 26, right? So you got to, maybe think with the end in mind a bit and say, give these coaches time to, keep kids home. Like I think Kamani's going to land at UF at some point. Florida State is getting guys, to stay home. Look, I'm upset that Keem is not going to Miami, but at least he ain't going to A&M or Alabama. Like, at least these guys are starting to keep the IMG kids in state. They're starting to keep, like, the top tier 5A, 6A players.
Billy keeping them in state. Y'all ain't doing shit.
We doing IMG right now.
He
working on this shit.
Like, stop that. We're keeping good players in state. Robbie Washington, those are good players. Nathaniel Joseph. I really, really like that kid from Melbourne. Robert Stafford doesn't get enough love. I think he's going to be a really, really good cornerback from Melbourne, Florida. Mario's doing his thing, and he's going to get more.
Who top class in the state while we're here, man? Real class. Who top class in the state?
Y'all got it, G.
Y'all just jumped us, right? Like about
y'all doing well.
I'm big homie right now.
I'm giving y'all credit. I'm giving you your flowers now, my brother.
We're going to get Antoine Jackson
Billy's
in this
doing
class.
well.
Probably about even it up.
Billy's doing well. And I think Mario's going to continue to do well, too. And the more Mike wins and gets more comfortable, they look like a real capable offense. He's going to get players, as evidenced by him pulling a 5-star wide receiver.
Real quick,
we just got to get these coaches time.
We got Slow Jasim 63. Get a Twitter, got to relax. Billy got us.
Billy got us, man. Sound like Mike got us, man. I don't like that. Say something. Bring up, hey, Soldier. Make up a new moniker, bro. We ain't doing that. Billy got us. Real quick, everybody like seen so many years. We kept saying Harbaugh needed to be fired. He's overrated. Why they keep paying him? But look at Michigan, bro. Like he's been steady. He's had some shitty years.
Can I say something though?
I take the stability that Michigan has had since he's been there. Like, you're building something. He's not gonna win natties, bro. Like at Michigan, I don't think he's ever gonna go beat Bama and even Ohio State consistently. But who you gonna fire him for? To get what?
Let me say this though: the offense looked better without Gaddis.
Yeah.
We told you that,
baby.
We told you that. We
showed you got a deep tape for us,
right? We told you that. I told you, man.
Look way better without Gaddis.
Is it Lashley Lashaki fucking his name up, bro? Which one is it? Lashley or Lashake?
Sheesh.
Is it Lashley or Lashake, Kwame?
It's Lashley.
Okay, Lashley put up points for y'all boys, man. He put up
points. But I think Tyler is more comfortable in the offense now, as evidenced by his play. Like, he threw for almost 500 yards the game before, did 351 yesterday. Like, and his QBR the past two games.
All these yards and no points, man. It's crazy.
Hey, look, we got to score. We got to score more. But not having a running game,
that hurts.
Really hurts. Our running back room has been riddled with injury. Like, if I took Montrell Johnson and Etienne off your board, your offense is going to look way different.
No, we got Zoe. Zoe got a little bounce in his stuff.
Man, get out of here with that foolishness.
Zoe got a little bounce in his stuff, man.
Like, if I take
my room deep, I got 4 guys that can go.
No, dog. I'm sorry. Don't tell me about Naquan and
they better than your room.
No, he's
not.
Yes. Naquan Wright is not better than a healthy Don Chaney. You got to stop.
Man, you talking about all that healthy
He's not
stuff.
healthy.
I'm talking about what the film on tape.
Man, none of that shit better than Ward, baby. None of that shit better than Trey Sean.
We didn't even get a chance to see Citizen. Citizen got hurt in camp.
I don't want to hear about your what ifs, man. I'm talking about what's on film, man.
I'm talking about
Don Chaney,
the reality of the
stars.
Game. Like, injuries happen. If I take your 2 best running backs out your room, your offense is gonna look way different. I take your best. If you don't have Rashard Torrance, like we don't have Zion playing, your offense
don't you compare Zion to fucking Torrance?
Yeah, a healthy Zion. Yeah, yes. Come on,
y'all gotta stop lying about Zion already, bro. Y'all gotta stop lying about Zion already.
Zion healthy.
No cap on Sundays, man.
Is a great tackle. Zion
great tackle.
Yes.
Great tackle.
When he is healthy, he locks people up. Yes.
When he's healthy, he locks people up, bro. He must have like 5 healthy snaps in his career.
You put on the film.
He never healthy, then.
Put on the film.
Well, we cut it out, man.
Yeah, great. Yeah,
that's real talk.
I just see
it's the unrealest talk I've ever heard in my life, man.
When he is healthy, he locks people up. But he has his knees.
So he wasn't healthy last year, right?
His knee's he's failing him.
He wasn't healthy last year.
No, he wasn't. He missed like the first couple games.
Well, I guess the tail end of the season was he healthy.
The tail end of the season, he did play well. He played well against y'all. He wasn't getting beat.
What time your church started, bro?
He played very well against y'all. He didn't get beat. The right tackle got beat, not the left tackle, sir.
Yeah, 8-2.
Bold face.
No.
You don't even care. Everybody watching you. Thousands of people watching you lie right now.
I'm sorry. The right tackle was
I think you're right on that, actually.
Yeah, like the left. That's why y'all kept putting your boy on the right side because
Zion
he wasn't getting by Zion.
Oh, okay.
Is he great? I wouldn't call him
Zion
great.
didn't give up a sack that game, sir.
You as great as you know. I'm always Bill Belichick told me, man, availability is your greatest ability. So I need him on the field. He has great potential, but
he has not been healthy.
Yeah, gotta get healthy. Gotta get healthy. Gotta get on the field. They told us it was a minor little cleanup. The man played 3 snaps against Southern Miss, and we ain't seen him no more. So
we've been seeing so many guys in that O line that got hurt before the season. Like the kid from Columbus, man. I think his name is Rodriguez.
You don't even know his name.
Yeah, he's a player, but he ain't been healthy.
Yeah, but we can't be dependent on no freshmen, especially at center.
Especially you don't know his name.
I think he's gonna be cool. And we got Bam Raw Diet in the background too.
Oh yeah, let's kick it, man. Hey Kwame, appreciate you, Mr. Wilson. Hold it down, my guy.
Please.
Bam, what's good?
What's going on, gentlemen? What's happening with y'all this morning?
We're kicking it, man. We're vibing, man. Talk to me about my Gators, fam. How you feeling?
Man, listen, you're right. We do have the most unrealistic fans in the world, but it's easy to blame coaches. But what I'm seeing is coaches can't coach what we missing, man. We missing heart, man. We just ain't got no fucking
dog
heart.
X-ray. The X-ray where you got the dog inside of him.
You can't coach that shit.
That cat. Man. Get him out of here.
Yeah, they got little cats back there now, man. Ain't no dogs in them boys, man. Ain't no dog in them boys, man. I mean, it's easy. It's easy for us to blame Tony. It's easy for us to blame this one and that one and Billy and this and that, man. When you ain't got no heart, it shows, bruh. And it's showing. When you got third and forever for the last how many games? I mean, like you're not gonna step up and stop nobody.
Come on, man.
Like you're scared at this point, man. And if you're scared, you need to just go be a cheerleader, man. It don't take much heart for that shit. You know what I mean? When you out here playing a contact sport, man, you gotta have that shit. You either got it or you don't. And I think I'm seeing that shit a lot in this younger generation now, man. I know, I don't know how old all y'all feel. I know I heard Larion say he was in his 40s, man. Back in that time when we played, man, it was about heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we prided ourselves on that shit. You could take kids that don't have talent, man, that got heart.
Say this shit you saying about me though.
Huh?
My dad used to say this shit about our generation though. Like we all do the same shit. But this generation is soft. It's soft.
I don't know. It just gets softer and softer.
Yeah, I don't know about your generation, Silk. So I ain't gonna talk shit about your generation.
No. It was tough. Like, bro, shit. My generation, the era I came up with in Belgrade, bro, you had to be a fucking killer to play football out there, dog. Like that was the
Belgrade Belgrade was definitely one of those areas, man. That prided themselves on heart.
That shit was life, bro. Like a fucking every Oklahoma drill, dog. Like bull in the ring, all that shit was pride that you carried through the neighborhood to school that next day. That shit you wore on your sleeve. So that shit was different, bro. It's a different era.
And these kids don't have that, bro. And I hate to say it,
counsel bull in the ring. That's why.
Yeah, they definitely cancel that shit.
Kids got soft, man.
Yeah, it's definitely a different time, man. Like, I mean, I see some shit with scheme, but at the end of the day, like Larion said earlier, man, you just got to go make a play.
Yeah.
You just got to go make a play. Coaches coach, players play. When you get out there on that field, you just got to go make a play, man. Right. You know what the play call is. You know what you're doing. You got to go get it done. It's just that simple, man. Like, there's no other way around it. I'm not going to throw that shit on Tony. I'm not going to throw that shit on nobody. I'm going to throw that shit on them kids out there that they heart done fell out they motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gone. And when coaches, the only thing I will blame the coaches and say, you have to see that. And when you see that, you got to remove that. And you got to put somebody
eventually change. Correct.
Right. You got to put somebody out there that's willing to go out there and step up and make a play. It's just that simple, man.
And give them some grace too. You know what I mean? Like if you give a guy that, you know, make a little mistake, say, okay, well, hold on, get it, you know.
Oh, no. When we game 6 in, ain't no grace. That's
you can't
have a little grace.
Little bit. I still barbecue chicken 6 games in.
I'm not saying be goofy. You can't send them out there and just, you know, be like, all right. Now, so when you give them a chance, it goes.
It's kind of like what you're saying. We going with the younger guys. The young guys that's gonna fight and play tough. They gonna make their damn mistakes and we gonna live with that.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Yeah.
right.
A little grace.
Yeah.
Teachable moment. You know. Now. Yeah, if you go do it,
older guys that still fucking up and not showing their heart. That's when you just cut ties altogether.
Let's learn from the sideline a little bit more.
Right, you got younger guys who's fighting and want to learn, but making those mistakes along the way. You take your lumps with that.
Hey, Bam, real quick, what you think about Pastor Tony being down on the field? Because we some barbecue chicken, fam. I'm trying to figure out if he need a different look at this shit.
Bird's eye view.
Yeah, I'm trying to throw him one.
He may need to elevate. He may need to elevate to greater heights so he can so he could get a wide view of the field. It is a little tough when you write down.
I had a high view. I was in the box seat, so I had a great view. Right, I'm right by the coach's box. I was like, he probably should come up here because if he see what I see,
hey, listen, man. They could put Patrick Tony in a helicopter and fly him over the stadium. It ain't gonna make a difference when these niggas just soft, bro.
I can see that shit. Motherfucker hanging from a copter with
yeah, they can put him in a helicopter over the stadium, man, and Zero still gonna miss the tackle.
Come on, man.
Hey, I'm with you, man. Somebody got to play eventually, man. God damn.
I mean, we watched it. We watched a little bit of it last night, man. Zero was out there pissing down his leg damn near the whole game. 5 came in the game and immediately made a play.
He made plays, man. Need Kamari out there. Kamari was 5-star. That's why you get the 5 stars, bro. Like they gonna make mistakes, but they gonna flash. And he got the X-ray shit, man. He gonna be a leader.
He got that dog. In him, right?
Oh, he got that dog in him.
He got the dog.
He got quite a few. He may have about 3 or 4 dogs in there. I like what I'm seeing out that young man.
Oh yeah, for sure. I seen the
like what
last
year going on.
But Zero got a chinchilla in his X-ray, man. He got a little chinchilla, man. A little small, little pretty little chinchilla. Some of them dudes got to get out of there. Zero got to get out of there. Helms got to get out of there, man. Helms can't cover himself with a blanket, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being honest. The Georgia transfer.
These guys are just not. It's just not the defensive backs that has been at the University of Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody throwing shots at Corey Raymond. Oh, Corey Raymond went to Florida, give up 6. Bro, he ain't got the killers he had at LSU. He had killers
yesterday.
He ain't got no killers over here like that, man. We gotta get some killers. I'm gonna give Jason Marshall. He made a hell of a play. They called a roughing the pass on it, but. A ball hawking ass play, man. I do want to give him little flowers on that play, but right now we just ain't got the killers in that secondary. Showing some promise with the young guys like Devin Moore, Kamari Wilson. Shout out to them boys, but right now the veterans, the guys that are starting right now, are smaller guys, and they're just like giving up slant route after slant route. 17 yards at the sticks, first down yards at the sticks. You giving up that same hitch route over and over, bro. Like,
yeah.
Then you bail out and still get beat deep.
That's the problem. That's what's killing me. That's what's killing me. You're already playing 100 yards off the receiver that's in front of you, and then you take off. You take off going backwards, and you still get roasted down the field. Like, that's unacceptable, man. Like, I definitely agree with you about that interception. Man. But you notice that flag came after that ball got picked.
Man, that was nasty work. I was already in my car though.
And I don't understand, like, how do you sack the quarterback now? Like, how do you do it? Like, do they need to put flags on the quarterbacks now? Like, what's going on? How you cover them boys?
That's just football right now. It's getting a little like just
I'm
weird
really for
with,
that though. I know that's kind of a joke, but with the flags, I'm kind of getting to the point straight up. I'm like, man, yeah, give them flags. It's gonna kill the running quarterback, but It's killing teams when you can't gently lay them down in a meadow of grass without them
They pick
saying,
and
"Oh, that's too
choose
much."
it though. It's not even consistent. That's the
Right.
thing about it, bro. They pick and choose when a quarterback gets sacked too hard. Like if it was consistent, it's just too much of a judgment call. It affects games and like serious situations. That shit can't decide games in those moments, man. There was nothing dirty about that tackle whatsoever, bro. It wasn't late. You saying he laid on him too hard? Like what in the hell? I'm 300 pounds. Like, well, I'm supposed to grab him, tuck him, and roll? Like what the fuck is going on?
We see it in the pros and college.
It's
the
goofy as
same
hell,
thing.
man.
I mean,
but that game ain't come down to the refs. That game came down to my defense giving up 40-something points, bro. We can't come back from 21 points in the fourth quarter. Shout out to them boys for not laying down because they could have laid down in that stadium. No more victories, nothing like that. But after they did the Tom Petty song, I wanted my kids to do their little light shit. They like that shit. You know what I'm saying? They sync to the app to get their shit off. We did that, and I was just like, I got my LeBron bag, man. Got up out of there, and beat the traffic. I drove all the way back. I was driving all the way back to West Palm. I wanted the podcast from the crib. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get back to the house.
No doubt.
Yeah, that song played, and everything changed a little bit.
Oh, the man went for 81 yards. He need to run more. Why this man want to be fucking Aaron Rodgers, dog? You not Aaron Rodgers. You more Mike Vick, dog. Haul ass.
Is that who?
Bro,
That's
my biggest gripe with AR. Yeah, man. Like, take the fuck off. He's really trying to go through every read. Bro, you run a fucking 4.4, you 6'3", 220. Take the fuck off. He's taking a lot of this shit. Even the way he exits the pocket sometimes, bro. Like some of the times he's attempting to run, he's exiting the pocket the wrong way. He's gonna get better at that type of shit. But I think he can do himself a lot of justice and a lot of help by just taking the fuck off. 1, 2, that shit ain't there. Let's go. You go 80 yards, split up, like in no time, dog. Like not many quarterbacks in college football can do that. You got that ability to use that shit.
I agree. He's sitting back and he waiting too long to take off. You know, you hit 1 or 2, progressions. If nothing there, then your strength of your game is to run. You know what I'm saying? Like you definitely got arm, you got the arm strength. Sometimes you use it too much.
Like on that too much sauce on that slant, man.
Like on that slant last night, man. That boy threw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, man. Acuna couldn't even catch up to that.
The boy needed a minute, man. That shit was hot.
That's Tom Petty on your shirt, dog.
Huh?
So that's Tom Petty on your shirt.
Oh yeah.
Oh okay, yeah. I thought that's what it was.
I thought I was like,
you got the stadium gear. The
I went into
gear.
I actually got this at Dick's. I went to get my son some Gator gear out of the Dick's Sporting Goods. They had a whole Tom Petty section. Like it was Tom Petty Day yesterday.
Dick's, man. It's a terrible name. Ain't no man got to go in there. Where you going, Dick's? Come on, bro. Name it John's.
You think his name is Richard? And he's just like, yeah,
he's having fun with it. Something, man.
Yeah,
Like, we will call it Dick's.
Richards don't slap like Dick's.
Yeah, but they call him Junebug or something, goddamn. Junior, something, man.
Yeah, they had some straight Tom Petty gear, man. It was a hating ass Georgia fan that was cashing me out at Dick's. And he said, yo, do you know Tom Petty didn't even like Gainesville? I Googled the shit and I was just like, this motherfucker is right.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
That's funny as shit.
Larry on, I got a question for you, man. Down with these hurricanes. Who calling plays in Miami, man? Is it Gaddis? Is it
Luke?
Mario? Who's doing it? Because I mean, they bumping heads a little bit. I see in these press conferences after the game.
What happened? You been getting some espionage, Bam?
I'm about to say shit. You might know more than me.
Hey, bro. I told y'all I'm in Fort Lauderdale, so I'm right here. I'm right here, bro. So I get to hear that like up personal. I don't get to read the tweets for these Hurricane fans. Yeah. I get to see it up close and personal. And I know definitely last week after the game, Mario was talking about how, they can't take the ball out your boy hands, Van Dyke. He was cooking, so we just let him cook. And then Gaddis come on and he like, man, listen, man, we can't beat nobody throwing the ball that many times. We got to pound the rock. You know, so I see it's a little clashing.
A little clash. Okay. Well,
Mario trying to hide that shit.
Mario must be winning because he threw it for 50 this time. So,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he only threw 2 less passes this week.
Yeah, Coach Ball was in that damn battle.
My defense, though, against it, like I said, is the run game's been paltry. So, I'm like, well, what you want to do then? Like, you got to move the ball. We got to move the ball. So, something's got to give. We got to figure out how to, the O-line's a little banged up. Still, to me, no excuse to be as poor as we are in the running game. So, I'd like to see him. One thing I don't see in our arsenal at all, that would be kind of a run/pass. We don't screen at all. I'd like to see maybe a little running back screen here or there. We don't do none of that to try to supplement like some of the failures we have just trying to run up the, just trying to run off tackle or running, some of these pulling guards. I want to be more mad because I'm old school. I like running. I like running in defense. But I'm like, well, shit, if you ain't running, what we going to do?
That shit. Mullen
keep running to a brick wall.
I call that shit.
We gonna run. We gonna run.
Like that. It's just bad. I ain't mean to cut you off.
No.
We had the same situation when Trash was having a historic year and was hot. It was still annoying as fuck to me. I'm just like, bro, like this is terrible football. Like, and in my mind, he's a schemer. And all these years, you have been a run first guy. Hindsight, I know it's probably more Brian Johnson than anything. It's just me hindsight. Those passing schemes and setups, him coming from Houston. That type of football, that run and shoot type shit. A lot of that was Brian Johnson. But the lack of run game, it was very concerning, and it makes your team soft as fuck. You can't run the ball. I don't give a fuck. You throw that bitch 50 times, mentality-wise, you got a soft-ass team. When that shit get into a bloodbath, a physical game, that shit gonna fold.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I'm not, like I said, I'm old school. I don't want it. But in the meantime, until we get some of these problems fixed, they got to get that figured out.
Yeah, they are who they are at this point. Yeah, they are who they are.
Yeah, I mean, some of the personnel got to be upgraded on the O-line. Got to get healthy on the O-line. We ran well to start the season. And then over the last couple of games, it's just been, I don't see the push there. And like I said, it's the same thing. We've been a good pass blocking team last, 5 years.
What I think gonna happen is y'all gonna run into some killers, right? That like a defensive line that's ready to pin their ears back and pass rush every single play. I think y'all been fortunate to play some of the defensive lines y'all played so far. But eventually, dropping your quarterback dropping them back 50 times a game, you're gonna meet a defensive coordinator in a legit defensive line that's gonna attack that shit, and you're gonna put your quarterback in a bad situation.
Oh yeah, I mean he still is. I think he still took like 4 sacks yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
That made no killers.
And that's been a weekly thing too. He's been getting sacked. I would say probably on average 3 times a game, if not more. So that's not what you want either. Like I said,
right.
I'm with Gaddis, and we got to figure this running game out. But that's his job, and they got to figure out what they can do to get this running game going better.
I like that. I like that turmoil. You know what I'm saying, between the little people. You getting sassy back and forth. Bam, that's good espionage. That's element to the show.
They might not have talked to each other yet. That's coach talk. He might have just been like, let TVD cook. You know how, he's cooking. So we just let him,
My man say, yeah, we need to run the ball more, but Mario relying on my receivers and now on his offensive line.
But that's been like it's kind of playing into the hands of the rumors that's been going on with Cristobal that he don't let his coaches coach. So that's why I asked that. That's why I asked that question. To see had you heard anything from, but it's been, those been sentiments that's been following Cristobal everywhere he went, that he don't let his coaches coach, and he always take that reign. He micromanage his coach.
Okay, well there definitely could be some reference to that, right? But then the other thing is they always said Mario just want to run it 100 times. Well, now all of a sudden he's let's throw it 100 times guy. That's a hell of a 180. So we'll see it play out. That's crazy for Mario to be the guy that's
Mario slinging around the yard,
slinging around the yard, baby.
Yeah.
Now he's a ball coach.
Maybe he felt like he had to do a complete switch up, man. Everybody was crying about me running, so shit. Let me add this shit out.
Fun and gun this motherfucker, right?
So if I'm Gaddis, I just blame just like people that don't really exist about random shit. And then when Mario called me off, I was like, bro, that wasn't about you. Don't worry about it. I'm just throwing them out.
You know.
So what y'all do y'all gentlemen think? I mean, I don't know how much y'all, I know Silk, you pretty tuned in. I don't know how much y'all get to catch the Gator games, but what we seeing on our defense, knowing that that's a major area that we targeting and recruiting. What y'all feel? Y'all think that hurt what these kids seeing, or do it help with these kids? Because we know these kids too many of them ain't got that dog, so a lot of them don't want to come in and put in that real grind, that real work like that. So do y'all think what we putting on tape right now helps or hurts?
I can see two ways. I can see it helping because they see, oh, these players aren't that good, I come in and play right away. Or just depending on the situation, like if you have parents that's kind of tuned in, you could say, well, I don't know, man, this scheme isn't working with this, that, another. This may not be the best fit for you. So it just depends on which flip of the coin which side of the coin you're looking at it from. But I could definitely see that as, oh shit, these boys are it's an opportunity to play here. But at the same time, as a coaches, you got to show them too. Well, okay, I can see myself fitting in here, so I can do the same thing and make those type of plays as well. So I can see both sides of it.
Yeah, I like our footprint right now. All these kids are close mile radius, a lot of Gator holes. A lot of these kids are from just real like I-4 quarter, Jacksonville. You know, these kids they believe in this logo shit. Not a whole lot of kids from out of state. So I like that part of our class, man. I think we're gonna keep bringing some kids in. We got some difference makers. I don't see anything on that right now. Just like I think Kamani McClain's gonna end up being a Gator. I don't think Miami class just on some real shit unless they just lose every game, right? Unless if they win like 4 games, all bets off. But if they're around 6-7 wins, like I don't see Miami's class falling apart. Like they may lose some of them kids because they out of state here and there, but Mario gonna get his guys, bro. He gonna end up in a good situation recruit wise. I mean, we're gonna split hairs here and be petty about all this shit. But I like my class to finish top dog in the state. But I don't think my class finna fall apart whatsoever. I hope we can upgrade at some positions, man. Be real with you, just watching, there's no cap on Sunday, so we can throw some recruiting shit in there. I ain't that excited about my quarterback recruitment right now with Marcus Stokes. You know, like I like DJ Lagway in the next class, but that don't mean I can't get an elite quarterback every class, right? So I wouldn't mind like that position being upgraded here and there. And I don't even know if that's a thing. I'm just keeping it a bean. But other than that, bro, yeah, we finna add some more killers to this class, man. We in number 8 class right now in the country. They got like I think 85% blue chip ratio, something crazy like that, man. And real difference making speed at the outside of wide receiver. A lot of track runners, a lot of kids that's winning state 100 meters, like all that type of shit, man. I think they said this is the best secondary. Right now, committed. All this shit got to make it a sign today, but West Committed is one of the best DB recruiting classes ever. You know what I'm saying? So we got some killers right now. We'll see how we can close up, but I don't foresee the kids. And from what I saw, yes, I wish I'm gonna be real with you. The stadium went all the way full, man. And I thought the stadium needed to be going more full than that shit, bro. Like it's a big weekend. It's LSU. It's a night game. Wasn't as full as I thought it should be. But overall, from what I heard from recruits, everybody had a great time. Visit weekend, defensive backs going to see themselves as, I get on the field and play right away. And I do think like most of those guys we bringing in are going to be able to play right away. So this opportunity.
To kind of piggyback off of what you said as far as, I think we will be able to kind of hold our class together as well. And oddly enough, because, you talk about winning and losing, I think one of the reasons this class will kind of stick together is because South Florida has tended to be more of a show me type area. Like these kids have been joining the winning programs and they've been more in line with like, look, we'll go to Clemson, we'll go to Bama. These teams are Ohio State. They've already got things rolling in the right direction. Our class isn't really primarily made up of that, or at least like half of it isn't. So I think because of that, that actually plays as a positive for us right now. And I think eventually, obviously he's going to have to dig his heels in South Florida. And of course, you're not going to keep them all, but you got to, get your fair share. So as far as this year goes, that's why I say I'm not too concerned about this particular class shaking up too bad. Kind of like what he was saying earlier, it's how you recruit. How do you spin this? Recruiting is all about, give the kid a good pitch and keeping, those relationships going. From one thing I know about Mario, he recruit them, like they're not committed. So They still getting the early morning text communications, coaches hitting them up all day. So yeah, it's about how you give the proper pitch as to why this is a good fit for you and me. How we both can win out of this situation. So I'm not overly concerned right now.
On Mario missing it, like in South Florida, and them kids, bro, y'all losing like Andy Jean and Hakeem Williams to Florida State in Florida, and we just not even. We don't have anything, I think, to separate us from y'all to winning on the recruiting trail outside just flat out just recruiting.
And then sometimes, I mean, and that's the other thing. That's the other thing you get with some of the South Florida kids. Some of them just want to get a little away a bit. Like college experience is going to be definitely. It's going to be different in Gainesville, absolutely, than it's going to be in Coral Gables. Coral Gables college experience is a little underrated because people keep talking about Miami, and it's not in Miami. So it is an underrated college experience, but it's still not going to be a Gainesville or a Tallahassee type college experience. So, like I said, you're not going to win them all. You just got to get your fair share. I don't think we get back in on. I wouldn't say definitely Hakeem. I think Hakeem's pretty solid. I still know they're in contact with Andy. I don't think we necessarily get there because it looks like they pivoted to a West Coast kid they like out there at wide receiver as well. So I get
that's y'all bad, bro. Y'all got
bad about that. I was just about to say Mario
like I say, I'm all about doing
all that soft shit from out there.
And then eventually you get what you need. You know what I mean? He'll build it up. He'll build it up. Right now, I'm telling you like this: if you ain't texting me back, I ain't keep texting the same girl neither. Shit. She don't hit me back like I'm moving on.
Get better game. You can't just keep going from girl to girl. She start texting. You gotta up your game.
It's a volume game or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm
the talk game.
People volume shooters.
It ain't the girls, like you know what I'm saying. Oh, they ain't fucking with me. Nah, your game weak, bro. And you need to put some cologne on.
Yeah, you got
real quick. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Like this video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us a lot. We know it's a lot of people tuning in. If you could just go ahead and hit like right now, that'd be real helpful for us. So go ahead and like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. A lot of people in here. Real quick and easy.
I definitely
hit that
agree.
like button. Do not be a hater, man. If you here, you violate. It's a thumbs up, man. Hit that bitch, man. It's free. Love is free, bro. It's free to hit a like. What's up, man?
I definitely agree with y'all take. I just wanted to hear y'all opinion on it, but I definitely see it helping more than it's hurting with the recruiting class. Because like you said, a lot of these kids definitely can see an opportunity to come in and play. And Billy showing them that, he don't mind playing true freshmen. I just think he should play them more because they're actually playing better than some of these old heads. But, as far as I think Florida State class going to stay pretty solid too. It may be a couple here and there. I know we going real hard at Kearney. We going real hard at him.
Kearney,
but
man.
UM, I'm a little more on the lower end with UM class because it's a lot of noise, man. It's just so much noise, and with the fact that they don't have that game day experience down there for them kids to come enjoy. Like we had one of y'all recruits up in Florida last night. He probably ain't never been in an atmosphere like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, was on swole, cuz.
He probably never seen nothing like that. And he not and to be honest, he not gonna see that in Miami, man. Miami got more us domino behind under the tree, under the tent, watching the game, hanging out type of fans. You know what I'm saying? Like
they're set up in a way like it's not gonna be a successful like college town experience because they need an on-campus stadium.
Yeah, but
they ain't got that where college kids can just walk across the street and be like a neighborhood. It's community right around. You build a whole infrastructure around the stadium. You make it dope, bro. Hard Rock tailgate experience is buns, man. Like, yo, what is this setup? You can't do shit out here.
The funny thing about it, though, Silk. The funny thing about it, though, Silk, like the majority
of the money. Up the money, Ruiz.
The money. The funny thing about it is, though, fellas, the majority of the Canes fans ain't in Coral Gables. Right. The majority of the Canes fans in Carol City and Liberty City and Broward County, like close in vicinity to the stadium.
They don't be going to the game.
New Jersey.
They got them under the tent. playing dominoes in the backyard with all your homeboys fans. You see what I'm saying? They not spending that money to go to the game.
They spending the money
I
with
don't.
Hennessy.
I'm about to say, don't put it on the money. You can go watch Duke.
We definitely spend a lot of money on Hennessy down here. Matter of fact, they just had everybody that's from Broward County right now that's on here. They got Black Hennessy on sale right now.
This man, they can't put it on the money though, because I think like next
week. What a
week,
wild scandal going down in Broward today.
For about 130 at Duke next week, you get to call 2 plays. So you can't put it on the money, man. And I think I get to sit on the bench. I know it. They just don't want to slide, but it's cool. I ain't mad at them. Mad at all. Oh, and shout out Micah Mays. That's another 5'6" kid. He committed
5'6", man.
He jumping up the boards.
I know that family, man. Shout out to the Mays, man.
Yeah, looking like we got a good chance to flip cuz. So we
going great DNA.
I kind of wanted FSU to push for him, but I know they receiver board is kind of the last.
He kind of
the last spot they want like a big dog type of deal for their receiver. With Mays, he just go to a small school. I think it's Benjamin Buttons or something like that.
Benjamin, same school as Kyrie Elam, same
that's
what Trav went.
The Benjamin school, right? What's the name of the school? The Benjamin school, right?
Benjamin Buttons.
Benjamin Buttons.
Oh shit! They got
the
a school.
The same school Travis Rudolph went to.
Yeah, Travis Rudolph, Kyrie Elam both went to the Benjamin school. They keep a couple killers here and there. They got a linebacker there that I think is committed to UF. I'm forgetting his name right now. He's a really good linebacker. But yeah, Michael Mays, great DNA right there, man. His pop was a killer at quarterback, bro. Was a highly recruited dude, but ended up at HBCU through some troubles and shit like that. But was a bad boy at FSU. Y'all got y'all one, if y'all got him.
All right, fellas, y'all about ready to wrap? Man, I think we got one.
I'm gonna lie about everybody from 5'6" regardless, but I'm kind of telling the truth this time.
5'6" got some dogs up there, man. They got some dogs up there in Palm Beach for real.
Oh yeah, they always do.
And I'm gonna keep giving them hell until they keep proving me wrong, and I love it. I love the energy.
Before y'all jump off, man. Listen, man. You know I'm a Gator fan. You're a Gator fan. I'm gonna do my part down here in Broward County, but I'm gonna be at Chaminade the rest of the year. And them receivers ears that hey, I'm gonna do my part down here. I'm gonna put on the Florida recruiting shirt, and I'm gonna try to get me sit there, give me a
man. Hey, listen. That's Billy backyard down there, man. Billy walked through day with the keys, do what he want. He got the janitor keys. He got the big key with all the shits on it. That's how Billy walk around day, man. Get what he want down there.
Yeah, we definitely finna tell the state of Florida, man. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all gentlemen, man, again for having me on here, man. Y'all stay up, man. And keep dropping this fire content, man. Ain't nothing better. I'm telling you straight up, ain't nothing better out here, man. For real. Hey, y'all take it easy.
Yes, sir. Boy, have a good Sunday, man.
Where we at on Super Chats before we get out of here?
We got a couple to read.
We caught up. I know you've been keeping up with them, see?
I think Harlan said we got a couple to read.
What did I say?
I see BKP. Did we get that one?
Oh, what are y'all? I don't see it. I see it on the low.
So Jim Harbaugh is a prime example of give it time. Unique 863.
Okay. And then after that, we got shout out BKP 59185. He said disagree. Even Grantham, as bad as he was, made some stops, and I don't remember him ever letting a team score 28 straight.
I don't know how many Samson got straight, but they got a lot of them motherfuckers. Like 40, 50 points.
I don't
like
know.
A 50 burger on us or something.
We might, like you said, we might be splitting hairs now.
Splitting hairs at this point.
Yeah,
man.
Grantham was pretty bad, dog. Like, yeah.
But the difference is those were Grantham guys. Like he can't blame nothing. That was his guys in there, his scheme. We got the week right now. He's got Grantham guys. That's all. I'm trying to give him something. I'm not here to cape for none of these coaches, but if I'm gonna give him something, only thing I got for him, it ain't his guys. You feel me? But you got to be able to get a third down stop. You got to be able to get me my offensive opportunity to win the fucking football game, bro. If not, yeah, it's the scheme and the players. It ain't just the players. It ain't just the scheme. It's a combination of both. So I'm with you.
Goddamn noise up. All right. That's it, man.
But again, though, man, make sure y'all like the video, man. Subscribe to the channel.
Yes,
Tune
sir.
in right now. Hit that like button right there. Take 10 seconds. Like everybody's not even that. Take 2 seconds. Shit. 1 second. And it's
Don't
free.
forget the audio platforms either. If you're on the audio checking us out because you couldn't pull up this morning, that's all good. Make sure you give us some love over there as well, man. It's all about these algorithms. Put us up there.
already. It's the roll up. It's the vibes. We out of here. Next week, we lie again. I got a bye week.
Damn, I got